Chief of Army Staff Buratai has extended a stern warning to military generals to stay away from politicians and individuals approaching them to plan a coup. The stern army chief made this known on Friday during the decoration ceremony of 39 newly promoted major generals. Buratai revealed that he was aware that some generals were being approached and his eyes are on them. Democracy has come to stay. We will not tolerate any agents of destabilization. The years of military misadventure in policies have never carried us anywhere. It is over. Do not obnob with politicians. At this rank of 2-star generals, do not lobby for appointments. If you want to lobby for appointments, lobby the Chief of Army Staff, and you can only do this through hard work, discipline, and loyalty. The crop of officers, 39 major generals decorated yesterday, will never be dragged into any interest that is contrary to the sustenance of democracy in our nation. All our eyes are on you. We know there are several moves to get your attention. You must make sure that whatever you are doing, and when some persons approach you, you must act within the confines of the Constitution. There's fire on the mountain. You know, a lot of people have been coming, and some people are saying, but not really people, but some people who are really thinking beyond, the general way of thinking, or beyond the things that are happening right now, are saying that Buratai is now it's the one who is in charge of Aso Rock now. He's now the one in charge, because most of the time, even when people come out to talk about a service chiefs should be sacked or should be removed, he will come out and say this and this and that, and he will speak categorically. And he came out and told us now that this whole thing can linger, this Boko Haram insurgency can linger for another 20 years. You can imagine. And he said it, somebody will say whether you remove them or not, it will not still stop what we are experiencing. So what does that say, one? And there's this, of course, he said they know that some politicians, individuals are approaching some of the generals to overtake or to, to form coup against the present government. He's saying that, see his way he's talking as if he can be talking like this, then what stops Buhari from making statements? We don't even see him. Buhari does not go out at all. Who is in charge? Can we not say it's Buhari? Because the cabals now, it's like maybe they have seen that the cabals, Nigerians' eyes are on, or were on the cabals, but now they've gone silent. Of course, some of them are no more alive now. So maybe we have some, and some of them who might still be the cabals. Now they don't want to bring themselves out again so that people will not be pointing at them. So we still have cabals now, but they are not known. The ones that are known, they are all gone. They are all gone. But the way we know somebody who has been speaking, that that is speaking with authority, is Buratai. And that's why some people are insinuating, some people are thinking, or they are suspecting that this guy might be the one in charge. He said they know them. That some people have been approaching some people and they have their eyes on them. They know. But when it comes to all those things, they will definitely know. But to be able to conquer the so-called Boko Haram, no. It's a big task that they cannot fulfill. Very, very big task at that. Very, very big one. So that is not fashionable. Army coming into power is not fashionable. Of course, they know that in the whole world, nobody's going to listen to them. So that is why, if not because they wouldn't want to, because it is not really fashionable as he said it. If not, they would have done it. They would have done it several times. They would have done it over and over again. But they know it's not fashionable. It's not going to. They're not going to thrive. So that is another tactics that they are now using to say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do this. Of course, that's a different thing entirely. But when people are protesting again, they don't want you to protest again. The civilians that are protesting, they don't want to do that. They would be telling you about the intelligence gathering. Oh, they have gathered this, they have gathered that. When it comes to harmless people, you see that Buratai could not even make such noise. Now, when this incident that happened in Borno State happened, but in Lagos, when it happened, the answers, whatever, oh my goodness, they were all over the place. They were doing the abba. One thing is that these people are just trying to, they are their grandstanding. But it's just like they say, breeze don't blow, found yash don't open. People know capacity, your capability. People know how competent you are. So you can just be shouting on top of the roof. People know that you can't even do much. Whether you have a lot of things that are keeping you guys down, that is not making you to take the right decision or to take the appropriate steps in making sure peace is restored. But when it comes to peaceful protesters, people are protesting, they will go overboard. They will be spitting venom from their mouth. So they know what is happening. They know that the government has failed. Government has failed, and they are just using all manner of tactics. They will threaten the civilians. They will threaten the ones in army, the soldiers. They will threaten them. What are you doing in the area? It's not just blowing hot hair. What are you doing in the area of security? That money has been spent, money has been, given to that, giving to you in that area to be able to combat it. Of course, recently, every time they talk, it's all about money, 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 money. And that's why I see that in that region, it's a big deal. It's a big business. People have been saying it for a very long time, that this Boko Haram insurgency in the north is a big business. Some people are smiling to the bank. Some people are so happy about what is happening because that is where they make their money. In troubles like this, they make their money, and they will not want it to come to an end. They will not. So all this bragado here and there, threatening people, do the needful. Forget all those stories. Do the right thing. You have your own responsibility, your area at which you need to do. That is restoring peace to the country. The country has gone in disarray. How can we be having on the streets, you have a soldiers, or what do they call them? Don't even know the difference, whether they are soldiers, whether they are army, whatever, on the street, manning checkpoints at this age and time. So you are talking about not being fashionable. It is not accepted in the whole world, military to come into. But how can the military officer or army officers be seen be mounting roadblocks? It's as a result of failure on you guys' side. You have failed. You are not supposed to be seeing them at all. We are not supposed to be seeing them. The police are supposed to be seen, and not let them do the reforms that the police require so that things will be okay. No, they will not still do it. We are supposed to be seeing police. Even, I don't just understand. I don't understand this kind of people. It is lack of deep thinking, like somebody used to say, lack of deep thinking and lack of sense, because they, in their own way, they feel that, oh, they are doing the right thing, but in another way they don't know that what you think you are doing is right is detrimental again. In another this thing, you gain 3 and you are losing 20. Of what use is that? Because they believe that, oh, this is what I'm doing, I'm going to do this, I'm going to intimidate anybody, I'm going to threaten anybody that wants to do this and this and that. But at the end of the day, your incompetence is just shown and seen by the whole world. It is acts of greed, but they don't know that this greed that they are embarked on, this greedy acts they have, is going to boomerang. It's working against, and it's working against everybody. But in that, they are myopic, because it's a lack of deep thinking and no sense. They believe that I'm doing this, but at the end of the day, the whole thing will now backfire, because they are not watching everything, looking at things holistically. They look it from a narrow way, not in a broader perspective. You are not doing the right thing. If you are doing the right thing, nobody's going to approach anybody. If the government is doing the right thing, nobody's going to approach anybody. You will not want people to protest, all in the name of hoodlums we hijack. We talk about hoodlums. Who are the hoodlums? How did they come to be? How is it that hoodlums are being given power, are being given enough attention? You don't do the right thing, you'll be complaining here and there. It's so bad and so pathetic. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let's have your take on what Buratai has said.